This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 959. I am Brian Kilby. Radio Free Cybertron is the world's first and oldest toy and action figure podcast since 1999. With me this week, we have Diecast.
Back from TFcon.
Awesome. Not from TFcon this week was Don.
I was at a toy show, but not TFcon.
And I was there with you. Matt was at TFcon.
Yes, I was.
Chris, not at TFcon.
No, but I am back, and I mean, some forces in the universe can stop me, but we haven't determined which ones yet.
No, also determined that Rob was not at TFcon.
I wasn't anywhere.
No. John DeLuna not here, but we are joined by Miguel, aka Logos Minor. Like, is that how you want us to? How do you want us to just what I never know in person? Like, what do you want to be called on the show?
Miguel's fine.
Okay.
I've left like the minor part in my name online and everything, but most places where I've like been able to change a display name, I'll change it to Logos just because
we are 30 now, and you're not like 22, 23, which is what I think of you as.
And then that username, when did I make that? I was 14. No, 14. No, 4. No, I was on the internet around them. I remember distinctly, I mean, maybe a little older, but I distinctly remember searching for like just Beast Wars toys and then looking at image results and probably looking at people's collections that they were posting on like TFW or other message boards. That's something that came to me earlier today. But yeah, I'm here. They left the door open and I just kind of like snuck in.
Yeah, because he was also at TFCon this weekend, so I invited him along.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Yeah, Matt sent us a text to the group chat and said, Miguel's going to be on the show this week. This is not a request.
Yeah, the way he explained it to me was initially because we were up really late talking about Star Wars, as one does at the Transformers convention.
Yeah, of course.
And then he initially was like, "I'm gonna ask Brian if you can be on the show this week." And he's like, "Wait, no, I'm gonna tell Brian that you're gonna be on the show this week."
I mean, if it was a Star Wars crossover vehicles, yeah, it would have been,
No.
Chris told me that Matt was going to be on the show, and here he is 15 years later. So,
my exact word, I'm pretty sure this is my exact words, was we need to have Matt on the show.
Yeah.
That's how I framed that.
Yeah.
But that was also after like 15 minutes of talking to him in person.
Yeah.
I am a lot of fun to hang out with.
He is.
Yes!
He is. He is. Okay.
I mean, we totally adopted Matt at ShardaCon after all of us meeting him in person for the first time at that show. Like, we just had him come and hang out with us for the entire weekend. It was great.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk TFCon since that's the big topic. All of you guys that were here, just have at it. Like, how much fun did you have? What happened? Did anybody recognize you, walk up to you, say, hey, like what?
Any muggings?
Any muggings this time? Like, what happened?
Not all at once, guys.
Yeah.
Diecast got accused of trying to kidnap someone.
I heard.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so tell us.
Where was I?
You were the one being kidnapped. Didn't you remember?
No. Yeah, that happened. It was crowded. It was definitely TFCon outgrew that venue. So, and they admitted that. And next time that it's in Chicago, if there is a next time, which we're assuming there will be a next time in Chicago.
With this weekend's attendance, I am certain there will be another Chicago TFCon.
Yeah. That they will probably be back at that original hotel that we were at, where we were just in the basement, but we'll probably have like the whole space because it was so crowded. They had to actually stop letting day passes in for like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something, just to be able to try and keep the dealer room not stacked on top of people. I mean, you kind of were, but
and it was still incredibly crowded in there for most of the day Saturday and a lot of Sunday morning.
Yeah. What I loved is I kept seeing stuff at great deals that I wanted. I picked up a Calvin Johnson Megatron, which we talked about years ago, the one that was the stealth bomber with the football and everything. And I don't know if we ever figured out how you could actually get that figure. It was a figure I never expected to have, and someone was selling it for like $40. And I'm like, that's I was like, here, take my money, please. And that was a figure I never expected to have, but is super nice. Just there were I got a legacy Voyager Metal Hawk uh import for $18 that was in the box and everything. So there were deals around the dealer room. Um what did that's a good point. Like, what did you guys see that was like a really stupid good price?
I know someone who picked up an Energon Omega Sentinel for 100 loose.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh,
and
damn.
and then there was another one that was boxed that was like one. They kept going down, but I think ended up at 180, which is still like.
I'd pay that.
Yeah, I didn't
would,
have enough.
I wouldn't pay 100 loose for one because I don't want one loose, but I'd pay 180 for a boxed one.
Yeah, I didn't have enough room, or else that $180 box one would have come home with me. But there was. I watched what was it? Animated Ultra Magnus that was loose complete went for $45 in front of me, which I was really
Ooh.
upset about.
A regular or Roadbuster?
No, the regular one.
Yeah.
And that's a toy that goes for about 150 now. So
Yeah, that's a great price. Yeah.
a lot of the animated stuff goes for a lot. Like someone else found animated seemed. I mean, it was on the brain for a number of reasons, but someone walked out into the lobby and was like, "Oh, I got animated Blackout and for $150," which a bunch of us were like, "How? Where
Boxed
was that?"
animated Blackout.
I think I paid $40 for it.
Right.
Well, yeah, in 2009 or 2010. Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead and look up what it costs now.
There were a lot of hidden gems even in bins. Like a friend of mine was rooting for a bin and found the Noise Maze mass production type, went back into the same bin and found Red Exilian, all of those DVD pack-in ones. We tried looking for the Thunderblast and we couldn't find it. But yeah, there were a lot of hidden gems around, and then obviously Artfire's table. There's tons of amazing stuff.
I cannot tell you how much time I spent just standing there looking at Artfire's table over the weekend, but it added up.
Are you and Chuck like BFFs now?
I mean, I'm sure he was appreciative of all of your money that I spent there.
I cannot wait to see what you got, by the way. I'll have that next week.
The way y'all talk about Artfire reminds me of the early shows with Fumihiko when he would come from Japan with all this just. I got a Metal Hawk for him for $50.
You're not going to get that from Chuck, but Chuck goes to Japan and shops and brings it back and then sells it. So it's similar.
So one of my favorites. Okay, first of all, keeping the people in suspense. Diecast got accused of trying to kidnap someone because he was helping someone in a wheelchair try to get through a crowded area, and somebody quickly ran up and asked the young lady if she was okay. Or
admittedly, I would too.
Fearing that Diecast was trying.
Yeah, I agree.
Abscond.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of the weekend, though, was waiting at the Artfire auction. Because like I was standing there front row right in front of Chuck. I didn't win anything. I don't know anybody who won anything, but he was raffling off ungodly amounts of stuff. Boxed G1 Fort Maximus, the horizontal boxed Star Saber set.
The second release.
Yeah. Boxed Lio Kaiser, boxed Raiden, just all sorts of stuff. It was in honor of his store's 10th anniversary, I believe it was.
Store's 10th anniversary, but his site's been online for like 25 years.
Yeah. So I didn't win anything. I didn't know anybody who won anything, but he brought more stuff out afterwards to add to the pile of donation stuff. And he said, okay, everybody, this is because it was open to anybody who got raffles online or at the show. But the second stack of stuff that he brought out was just for strictly people at the show. You had to be at the show physically to win the second round of stuff. The first thing he holds up is a boxed Japanese Devastator. It wasn't complete. The box was kind of rough. It didn't have the individual weapons. And they were doing a random number generator to pick the winners. And the first one the first name he calls out, Brian Kilby.
And did you say he's not here?
He didn't call it out because he knew you weren't there, so he didn't call it out loud.
He
just
knew
mentioned it.
he knew that I wasn't there. How do you know I
Yeah.
wasn't there?
Probably because I told him I was spending your money earlier. But
That could have just meant that you had lifted his wallet.
But he turned. No, I went over this with the guy Johnny behind his table in great detail. He was more than happy to help me spend Brian's money. But he turned to Johnny and just kind of went under his breath. He's like, Brian Kilby. I was front row. I said, excuse me, did you say Brian Kilby? He said, yeah. I said, I will let him know right now, and pulled out my phone and started texting Brian. And so they immediately hit the random number generator again, and it came up Brian Kilby.
Oh.
So twice in a row, as soon as he wasn't able to claim anything, Brian won twice and got nothing.
I already have a box Japanese Devastator box set, so I'm good with that. Did I tell you how many?
He did say he would send you a T-shirt if you sent him a message. He felt bad.
I'm good.
I think the best thing was after he pulled your name the second time, he said he was mic'd up, so the whole room pretty much heard this. He said, "Curse Brian Kilby."
Curse you, Brian Kilby.
Oh, that's funny. So,
that's nothing. I say that all the time.
Let's see. How much did entries cost? How did it work?
It was $10 an entry.
So I had, so I did $200 in the raffle.
Oh wow! No wonder you won twice.
Well, I won nothing. So
yeah, because it was 50 for 10.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, so 50 for 10. So I did 40 entries. So
so you had 40
And
entries. Yeah,
I think there were like 2,000 people, just 2,000 people that entered, not entries.
Oh,
So-
good.
Yeah. So the chances of winning were astronomical.
Well, not astronomical, but hopefully
against winning.
Hopefully he got his money's worth out of it.
He definitely did.
imagine
That's why
he did if he brought out the second stack to add to it. Like
Fair.
I'm pretty sure he did fairly well for himself this weekend. And between you and I, he made some money this weekend.
Yeah, he's a good
he
guy.
brought out that second stack because of the amount of tickets he sold during that event. They were selling tickets all weekend long. It was amazing. That's why I didn't buy any, because I was like, there's way too many people getting tickets for this. I have no chance of winning.
He wasn't at Baltimore last year, so I questioned him about that, and it's just a matter of if
he lives in Chicago.
Yeah, but like the travel and the schedules, like, is there something closer that he thinks he'll be able to make? But I was trying real hard to talk him into Florida next year.
I plan on going. I hope to be there. So if he's there, great. I haven't actually visited his table in years because I can't remember the last time that
his table was massive too. Like it took up almost an entire row on its own. He had a lot of stuff there.
That's awesome. His wife does. She posts like all the pictures and videos to Instagram, and I just love looking at all the stuff that she posts.
Transformers Land had a bunch of good stuff too, and they
always
took up
do.
Like half a row on their own.
They always do. That one thing that you sent me that they had is not on their site, so I'm gonna have to email Matt there and ask him if he'll consider selling it through the site without. So Diecast is showing off that six liner. Is that six liner?
This is a G1
six liner. Yeah.
Six liner. Yeah, I bought something from Artfire's booth. It's beautiful. There's the only thing wrong with it. There's a couple stickers that are peeling a little bit. Nothing terrible. I mean, you would expect that from a 40-year-old toy. And it's just something we've never gotten in the US. So
we got it. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We we didn't.
We got the mold, but not the deco.
I say, did we even get those molds in the reissues? I thought it was just like the Protectobots.
I'm thinking of the
Stunticons and Aerial Bots.
I'm thinking of the boxed ones that came out in Japan, the reissues. That's what I'm thinking of. But I got them like when they were reissued from
So
Japan.
we did run into a lot of people we know, like Eric Crownover was there. So we got to spend a bunch of time with him this weekend. I got to see a bunch of friends that I make at these conventions all the time. I got to hang out with Mike Seibert a lot, Aaron, Ryan, and Caleb from the Autopod Decepticast. We were able to get, like Sunday after the podcasters panel, we kind of just grabbed whoever was available. And so Diecast and I rounded up Mike Seibert and Aaron from TFW and Mike's friend Chandler, Aaron's wife, and we all went out and had dinner at a bowling alley slash gaming place slash restaurant called King's. And that was just a good time, just getting together and getting away from the convention, actually being able to hear each other talk for a while.
Huh.
After the convention, one of our listeners, Star Saber 1989, came up and introduced herself. She was really excited. She had a nice conversation with Diecast. Hi, Star Saber.
We have a female listener?
Yep.
Wow. Hey, Star Saber. I'm joking. Of course we do, but like we don't hear from many of them. Nerd podcasts often have a male bias.
Yeah.
So,
but I ran into old conventions friends that I see pretty much every time. Turbo Blue Streak and Optrod, Dan and Mike.
yeah.
Really great guys. Dan wasn't there for very long. He was just there for a couple hours, but it's always great to see him.
I didn't see Mike at all.
Yeah, literally just got to say hi to him, and then he disappeared back into the dealer room. But yeah, it's always great to catch up with these people.
That's cool. So how did the podcaster panel go? What did you guys talk about?
We didn't talk about much. I mean, it was really like an introduction, and then we took questions, and there was like 8 people on the panel. So, with 8 people answering a couple questions, the 45
we ran
minutes
over time.
Went, pretty quick. They really wanted us to get out of there so they could tear down the place. They were done. So, but no, Mike did a great job with it, and I think it went well. I mean, thank goodness we had questions.
Mike took the reins on the panel, and he's a chatty guy anyway, so he was able to keep things running smoothly.
He works in radio.
No dead air or anything like that. So they did a really good job.
Yeah.
I sat in the audience because there were 8 people up there, and I don't really do the panel thing anyway. Diecast is more than happy to do it. He did a fantastic job representing us.
I'm not crazy. Like when I've been there, I think I've done the panel like twice.
I've done it at least twice, and it's been a while, and I'm okay with sitting in the crowd.
I am okay. I prefer, if I'm going to do a panel, to do my own panel or do our panel and not like be up there with people that I don't have like a natural rapport with. It just doesn't I don't jive with that. But I do enjoy watching it. I think it's a lot of fun.
Daryl from Transmissions was up there too. I was going to invite him out to dinner along with the rest of us, but he disappeared before I could. He was out of the room as soon as the panel was over. So.
Yeah, I saw that he got something from Artfire as well on Blue Sky. I forgot what it was. Oh, I think he got Road Fire, if I remember right. Yeah. Not that I pay attention to what other people buy.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Don and I were at a convention as well. It was just as big and full of people.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. So
no, it wasn't.
I got there. Don had already set up, and the parking lot was jam packed. The overflow, into the adjacent hotel, parked in the grass and everything. I'm like, this is going to be a big deal. And I got in there, and it was full. But then I realized I was in the card section and I walked over to where the toys were, and it was a ghost town.
Yeah, it's very generally this company. I've been going to this company's promotions in this region for many, many years. Although this is a newer owner compared to the one that I knew originally 20 plus years ago. But they split the card side and the toy side up, and I have never seen such a lackluster 9 o'clock door opening crowd. It got busy later on, but it was definitely not what I would have expected for that venue in that city.
Yeah, so my friend who's a local toy dealer, who she's been mentioned, like, because I'm buying a bunch of crap from her for like the last 6-7 weeks. But she and her husband visited my office this past week, and I was talking to them about the show because I had a table. And yeah, their thought was, like, a lot of the stuff that they would want to sell, like Transformers and G.I. Joe, like at a show like this, it's people who just walk in that are local. Nobody travels to this convention.
I did meet one person that drove from Nashville
Oh,
for this show.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, my condolences.
Yeah, but
yeah,
but it's kind of like, so somebody's going to come in and say, hey, oh, you have this Metro Titan here. I see you have it for 900. Can I get it for 3? Because they don't know, like, they're just there looking for like deals and bargains, and they're not really necessarily expert in anything. So I will say,
did somebody have a Metro Titan?
no, he was standing at in my office and looking at my Metro Titan over here when, like, for the people watching, I just showed that on the camera.
Audio podcast, Brian.
Yeah, I know. So, but I will say, this is the show where I got that purple G2C spray about 6 months ago. And when we get to what we got this week, I found something I did not expect to see outside of a large toy show or a Transformers convention specifically, and I'm pretty excited to talk about it. So
yeah. So I did pretty good. I moved some stuff. This was more about moving stuff and not losing my ass on eBay fees. So I did pretty good. The juice was worth the squeeze, but there for a while I was worried because I put in a lot of work in like the month leading up to this. My days off in the storage building, pulling everything together, trying to get prices for everything. And in the end, the way the tables were set up, it was very, very tight. So I had to go up with my shelving instead of out. I did pretty good.
you sell your StunCon box set?
No, I had 3 or 4 people ask about it, and they said, "I understand," and they walked away.
What did anybody make an offer on it?
Not a one.
Okay.
It was up for 400, which is the low end of what they're selling on eBay.
Diecast kept seeing them for 5 at TFcon.
Yeah, and no one made an offer. No one asked about.
Give you 2 for it right now.
Yeah. So the one thing I did sell that I brought was, I mentioned last week I picked up the Batwing at Ross for $60, the McFarlane $149 Batwing. I went back to Ross and they had a second one, so I bought one for the show. I did sell it for $110. So
you had for $125, so you knocked 15 off.
Yeah. Well, he offered 100. I said 110. So basically, the one that I'm keeping, I have $20 in, the $149 Batwing. So, that was pretty good there. Sold some stuff. I had classic Mum-Ra. I sold more out of my $5 or less box pretty much than anything else.
That kind of makes sense, especially for like a show of that scale.
Yeah. So I'm glad I did it, but I have so much left unsold that I really thought I would at least be able to get. And it wasn't that my prices, I don't think, were bad. Nobody was asking about a lot of things. I had an extra King Randor from Masterverse. I bought it at Ross for 10, sold it for 20. So, I made some money there, but it was just very weird hit or miss stuff. I picked up a few things, nothing really major. So all the stuff that I have now sorted that didn't sell, I'll be throwing it up on eBay and getting what I can to get rid of it at this point.
Well,
that's all I can do.
I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Cool. Any other TFcon thoughts before we jump into the news? Nope. Let's go. Okay. So first thing, Transformers Comic Book Edition, limited statues by, is it Miblia? I can't read. My screen's really far away. Studios.
Maybe you should move your screen closer.
It's like 6 feet away, but it's like a 32-inch screen. Or I could just zoom. So these things are hideous, and they're like $4,000.
I've heard that the advertising for them is all AI generated too.
So is the sound wave.
Yeah. So we don't know that, right? It looks like it.
Nobody has come out and said, hey, we're using AI for this, but Soundwave has 2/3 of Megatron's fusion cannon, the missing part being the center. He has what appears to be Optimus Prime's wheels on the back of his leg. His head is weird, and his leg on a physical object is clipping through his waist.
It for sure appears that way.
If it was not designed by AI, someone should be absolutely ashamed.
I want that just because it's
If
so...
it was designed by AI, somebody should be ashamed. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the Megatron. I will say the graphic comic design on the figure is at least interesting.
For $4,000?
No, God no, hell no, hell effing no. But I'm just saying,
harsh language from Don this week.
I'm just saying, from an aesthetic standpoint, I wouldn't mind seeing something like this done on something more not stupid.
More not stupid. That is potentially a show title.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at the Starscream 2, and the face on it reminds me a whole heck of a lot of the Super 7 Ultimate Starscream.
That's Brian's favorite Starscream.
Yeah. So I mean, I can see why. I can't see why these are even necessary in our reality as it stands. Why they're so expensive, unless it's just naturally being short produced to garnish a high price and appear to be prestige. The AI crap just needs to be kicked into the ocean.
So again, I want to point out we do not know for a fact that these are designed by AI. You are saying that it looks that way, and it could be that way.
It could be
but
that way.
We do not know.
It
for
could
a
also
fact.
just be that someone did a bad job.
It is just as likely that someone did a horrible job.
It's an impressively bad job if that is the work of a human being.
It is an impressively bad job.
Like, I could not do that bad of a job if I tried.
I could.
Yeah, you have to try to do that bad to do that bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
But
why does Soundwave have, or is that so? Like, is this a gross misinterpretation of like the tuner and volume knobs?
That's what I was thinking, but
yeah, that's my understanding.
Which he shouldn't have anyway, but that's a whole separate argument. But at least that would explain why there is wheel-like details on the legs, which absolutely shouldn't be there.
Yeah, it's bad. So don't buy it.
So $4,000 for these.
Yeah.
Really?
Don't buy it.
And I don't think there's much.
And the thing is, these are officially licensed.
Yeah.
Well, that part does not surprise me because Hasbro needing money, and if they can sell the license to anybody that will give them money, and I mean that's all they're probably looking at is.
It surprises me because this is out in the open. John's prior company, he was a licensee of Hasbro. He went through the process to acquire the Transformers license at his prior company, and it was an anal exam. And
I mean, that was also 15 years ago.
That was like 7 years ago.
That was under a previous CEO.
That was under Goldner.
Man, I could have swore that was way longer ago.
No, I had my kids.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Because he sent them My Little Pony swag from that company. So
this last 5-7 years has been the longest lifetime I've ever lived through.
I know, right? Forever is a long time coming. So okay.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah. So yeah, they look awful. I can say that without fear of retribution. They look awful. So okay. Let's see here. What else? Blokees Wheels Transformers in package image and wave 1 information. That is a rough sentence, but we have a bunch of new Blokees stuff. An Optimus Prime, Rodimus Prime, a Scamper, a Hound, a Mirage, Prowl, Drag Strip, Runabout, Megatron, Swerve, Gears, Swindle, and some like different editions that are like in different finish.
Yeah,
They're
so
all
like
cars.
So Optimus, Rodimus, Swerve and Gears are for sure IDW based designs, like specifically. Some of the other ones could be too, but it's not as clear cut of a case. Because like those 4 characters had very distinctive design language, especially in the like post 2012 IDW comics. But yeah, these are the kits that are like we've gotten vehicle blockies in the Defender scale before. These are larger to some degree and are more complex kits. The chase variants of Optimus and Rodimus come with like little hologram driver minifigurines as well, which the regular ones don't appear to. And those are in ratios of like out of 144 units. So those are the like super rare ones. But yeah, we've seen some prototype pictures of these from previous toy shows, and like the design work on them looks nice. It's interesting. Swerve, besides just being an IDW designed vehicle, comes with a My First Blaster turret that's attached to the top of the truck. So like, they know the good references to draw from here for sure.
It's definitely fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love blockies. I really do. I'm going to get these. I'm going to get all the blockies. I might even get some of the Minions blockies that come out.
Why?
My kids like Minions.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know, right?
There's a Blockies model kit of movie Superman I keep looking at.
What? Wait. Oh, the new Superman. Not Christopher Reeve.
Superman. Yeah, not
It looked
Superman.
good. It looked good.
Damn.
It does.
It's like the best, it was like the best interpretation of that, the new Superman, like in toy form that I've seen.
So, I mean,
Comes with
so
crypto too.
Yeah.
So, like, straight up with you, if I could go to like a hobby town or something and they had cases of them, I would pick up some of the random Sesame Street blockies from that assortment.
Oh, yeah.
Even I wouldn't get new movie Superman. If they did a Christopher Reeve Superman blocky model kit, I probably would get that too. But yeah. Blockies has some good stuff. I'm not gonna buy a damn Minion blocky, but then I don't have kids, and I don't have whimsy in my heart anymore, so that wouldn't be for me either.
Okay, so I don't know if this inspires whimsy in your heart or not, but Toys R Us on YouTube has in-hand images of Big Convoy, the leader class toy. I have mixed feelings.
Yeah, I imagined you would when I first looked at these pictures.
I love Big Convoy.
Right.
I love Big Convoy so much, but this is
smaller Convoy.
This
yeah,
is smaller Convoy. Yeah. So in my mind, the original Big Convoy is about what a Commander class toy probably should be. Maybe even a little shorter than that.
It's smaller than what I would put a Commander class being.
Oh yeah, I think the original Big Convoy would fit safely in leader class, like maybe
not current leader class.
Yeah,
He's
maybe
too
5
big.
years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Now, I want to point out, Brian will remember this. There was a period of time around the year 2000 when there was a Hasbro website where you could actually order Big Convoy and Beast Wars Second Galvatron, and they were about $25 each.
It was Lio Convoy.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That was Hasbro Collector.
Hasbro Collector, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. It was it was Lio Convoy. Yeah, $25. He's Lio Convoy's a little taller, not as massive as Big Convoy. Nowhere near as good.
Both of these were theoretically designed around the same like size class framework that gave us ultra class toys during Beast Wars. Big Convoy definitely was a little bit more massive with all the Mastodon Pretender shell bits hanging off of it, but like they were all kind of in that ballpark of what we were getting at the time as $20 toys in the US line.
Yeah. I'm gonna get. I've already pre-ordered it, and I can't wait to have it. But yeah, it's a little sad that he's less Big Convoy.
Yeah, he's a bit more slight.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else we got going on? Age of the I mentioned that one already. Age of the Primes Onslaught prototype shown at MCM London.
Yeah. Yeah, so previously, like via um San Diego Comic-Con, we had seen the CAD renders, the finished CAD renders of Commander Class Onslaught. They finally had a gray prototype and one engineering pilot at MCM London, which they had out on display for people to check out. So we've got some good pictures of that with Blast Off and Brawl, and also along with 86 Optimus and Soundwave for some height comparison. So like Onslaught's core robot is more on par with Soundwave's height. It's a little bit shorter than Optimus. Of course, like a lot of that mass is going into the back half of Onslaught's trailer, which is going to be, it's like a artillery emplacement more than it's a launch platform like we were hoping. But like, it's fairly decent size looking for being the core component of a commander class toy. Personally, I kind of would have liked it to be more on par with like Optimus's height, but it's not terrible for what it is. Um, the main complaint I've been seeing people register with this, and it's something that, it's understandable, the fake cannon barrels on the back of the robot, because the vehicle's large cannon stays with the artillery emplacement form, which, I mean, it all makes sense, but it's still kind of like, it feels a little bit silly.
I think
it's something that we really should have like anticipated, because
Yeah.
like for the robot silhouette versus like Onslaught and his Bruticus both have those cannons that stick up on their
Yeah.
back above their head, and for the silhouette, like they need to be different sizes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree.
I can see why the false cannons are there for Onslaught. It makes perfect sense to me. I'm not sure about how I feel about how the truck mode looks.
Yeah, so they've kind of converted that, like Onslaught was an all-in-one like long bed trailer truck thing. They've kind of extrapolated from that and made Onslaught into like an articulated cabin trailer setup.
Which I saw coming a mile away, but
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. It looks a little weird, especially when you disconnect Onslaught on his own. If they do use this toy as a starting point for a hotspot next year, theoretically, I hope they tinker around with that trailer component a little bit more so it integrates a little bit more solidly with the fire truck cab part. One thing I do like about how the scaling works on this, there's pictures in here showing both Brawl and Blast Off being carted around on the flatbed part of the trailer. So like Onslaught's
not at the
vehicle,
same time.
no, not at the same time.
individually.
Thank you. Yeah, but no, like the vehicle mode is a good size. You'll be able to put any of the Combaticons on there and have them being individually transported around, which like that's a good look for display if you're going to do something interesting with the vehicle modes for the crazy people who are going to be getting, at least 2 separate sets of these Combaticons. Hi, Matt. Hi, Miguel.
Hi, Miguel. Hi, Don.
Sorry, Don. I had looked back down at the picture by the time you raised your hand. Yeah, but I don't hate anything I've seen going with these new Combaticons. Onslaught looks really good overall. Just some of the choices on it are a little bit not quite to my personal preferences, but that's really par for the course with this generation of combiners at this point. So I'm not even like mad at it. I don't even think I'm disappointed. It just kind of is what it is at this point.
I'm disappointed.
My main concern is how many of the 6 possible redecos are we going to get?
We'll be lucky to get one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, which will probably just be G2.
Yeah. That's disappointing.
I don't know. I think Japan might push for a Baldigus.
See, that's
I would prefer a Battle Gaia myself, because I didn't even get that in Combiner Wars. But
yeah, like I almost, if it's Takara especially, I almost think Battle Gaia might have a better chance, because like these are so G1 cartoon coded in their design language. They wouldn't really represent the robots versions correctly. Like the Combatrons, the cartoon designs of those is so toy based versus the Sunbow style of the Combaticons. Like you could put the colors on there, but it would not be right.
Yeah.
It'd be a stretch with Battle Gaia too, but at least that doesn't have something as distinct as 20 episodes of a cartoon.
Yeah.
The only reason that I'm not getting this at all
You'll get
is the price is just too high.
You'll
Because
get
if
it.
you're talking a commander's $100 now.
We'll be lucky if it's $100 by the time this comes out.
Okay, so say $100, 2 Voyagers at $43,
Which comes to $90 together.
and then 2 Deluxes. That's $250 for one combiner.
You'll get it.
I rather put the money in a really nice Devastator, like
You mean Bruticus?
the Magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruticus. Like the Magic Square Bruticus. I mean, yes, it is more money, but
So-
$250 is
that
big
was
chunk.
another highlight of my TFcon weekend, was showing diecast the comparison photos of the sizes between Combiner Wars Brawl and Age of the Primes Brawl.
So my buddy Mark, speaking of rather spending my money somewhere else or putting my money somewhere else, when I was buying the last thing I got at the convention, Mark reminded me that I should be putting money into my kids' college fund instead of the stupid thing that I'm going to talk about in the off-topic portion of the show this week. So, I'm not
Speaking
crazy.
of comparison photos, I'm sorry, just one last thing. I just noticed there is a comparison photo of Onslaught with the Combiner Wars toy, and the Commander class core robot is smaller
It's
than the
smaller.
Combiner Wars Voyager. It's
Yeah.
Okay, I retract like 20% of the conciliatory things I was saying about this
Yeah.
toy just now.
Yeah, he's too small. So we were complaining about like the false shoulder cannons.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about that, and like the first thing that occurs to me that like the false decoration or feature on a toy, like the first one I can think of is Power Master Prime with the fake truck grill. And that's probably
the sticker window chest.
Yeah. So there's probably there are probably other examples out there of like fake things that we've had in the past.
That was at least animation accurate to Master Force, though.
Well,
Oh
but
yeah, I
we
mean,
didn't have
Prime.
Master Force made that work.
Yeah, but we didn't have Master Force when Power Master Prime came out. So, but yeah, so I don't like it. I'm not going to say I'm not going to get it because I probably will. Like it would have.
will.
It would, yeah, I'll get it.
You're weak.
Yeah, I'm weak. I'm not crazy about it, but I'll get it. Hey, let's jump to the next item. So Eric Sabanauer returns to the Transformers design team. He's been gone from the Transformers team for, I don't even know where he's been. Has he been with Hasbro?
He was doing freelance work for Hasbro, from what I've been told. Other than that, I don't know. Super nice guy. I actually got to meet him he was at TFcon, and he had a panel, and I was able to go up to his table. I got a print from him. He signed it. He's just super down to earth. I told him, I said, we need a Dark Awakening Optimus Prime, and he seemed down with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen Hasbro actually hire anyone back, even if it is just temporary. So I mean,
people cycle.
Pretty interesting.
People cycle around.
Yeah, they do.
And like people come back to companies. Like I'm in the company that I work for. That I've worked for 19 of the last 24 years. I've worked at 3 times. So people, in major corporations tend to come back.
Well, I'm just talking about Hasbro. I've never seen actually any of the Hasbro.
John Gordon left the Transformers team and came back.
But he was still working
still-
at Hasbro.
Working
the
still,
whole time.
working still. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing to keep in mind here, for at least a year, probably a little bit longer, the Hasbro Transformers design team, as we know them, has consisted of just Evan and Mark. Evan works mainly on Studio Series. Mark works mainly on the Generations side overall. Prior to that time, there was another person there, Sam Smith. I hope I'm not misremembering his last name.
Yeah, Sam Smith.
He moved on from the Transformers team a while back, and as far as we know, had not been he had not had his position refilled in the Transformers team. So this may be just the result of Hasbro doing an ongoing search for someone to fill a slot on the team, and Eric's name came back up as available, and they were able to get him back on
But
board.
Actually,
he said he's already
temporary.
been working alongside Mark.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's filling in for Mark because Mark had a baby. So
Yeah, Mark's on paternity leave.
yeah, so that's why he is temporary
Okay.
till Mark comes back. So he's not actually dealing directly with Mark. He's dealing with Evan. But I did ask, do you think there's a possibility that this could turn into a permanent position? And he said, not at the moment, but he wouldn't rule anything out. So
did he say it was 2027 or 2028 where we could see stuff that he's been working on start to hit? I think it was 2027.
I mean, I would
didn't
assume
actually ask that
it'd be kind of a little bit of
question,
both.
Yeah.
And I overheard that he had said that they were already asking him, because there were certain characters that for whatever reason weren't panning out with some of their plans, and asking him, hey, who would you swap for in this case? And he had some ideas. So, and 27 to 28, just because I'm thinking that's where we start falling into animated 20th anniversary territory. So
Oh yeah.
one could hope that some of those designs that never made it out could Marauder Megatron. For
I was going to say
Yeah.
that if you didn't say it. I was like, I know Logos really wants a Marauder Megatron.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to I don't have a good old days bias. Maybe I do. I guess I do. But it feels like the Hasbro team 15 years ago was the Transformers team was a lot larger.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. So yeah, world's different, tools are different, the size of
Or
the
at least we knew who a lot more of them were.
yeah, the size of the toy line's different.
Yeah, so we know there's two Transformers teams basically under Hasbro. There is the collector side, which is Mark and Evan and anybody
Nate.
else who is well, Nate is the brand manager right
Yeah.
now, or the marketing manager, one of those two titles.
I think.
Yeah. So, but there's also a separate team who I believe works out of California who works on things like Earthspark, Cyberverse, probably Cyberworld now, who we don't really have direct exposure or contact with. But
They're thankful for that, I bet.
Probably
They are the smart ones.
But I've always thought it would be interesting to hear from them about working on those toy lines. But yeah, there is more than just the people that we see on the streams every so often or who show up at things like MCM or SDCC. But yeah, they're the ones that do the kid line stuff, even though, it's all toys and all should be kid line stuff. But yeah, there is more than we see. We just don't have contact with or much information about those other people.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's jump to what we got this week. Of course, it's the on-topic portion, which is open to everyone, no matter if you're a patron or not. The off-topic portion is, of course, exclusive to patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. Miguel, do you want to go first?
Sure. So I got way too much stuff. I tried to whittle it down a little bit to just kind of give a good taste of both what I like to pick up and also just what was available. When I looked at what I left in the bags, it wasn't that much. So I'll be here for a while anyway. The first thing, which shouts out to Diecast for helping grab this on Friday, just so I didn't have to stand in line Saturday morning. And I hope he doesn't get in trouble, but he did help me with Megalith, the Ocular Max exclusive. This is the Mega Octane / Dole Railer.
It might get him in trouble just a little bit.
Yeah,
and you can see that box is huge, and it would have never fit in my suitcase.
I had to take this home, so it was a thing.
Yeah, to be fair, he was getting it for somebody who was at the show, and Eric should be getting Don his. So,
yeah, I've waiting to hear back from Eric. He's got a lot going on, so I'm not pushing him on it. I'm just waiting for the shipping quote.
Maybe Megalith stole Eric's wallet.
Maybe
It's possible. It makes sense, actually.
I mean, it did take all the money out of it.
Yes.
So that was the first thing I grabbed on Friday. And then moving along to, obviously, we did the tour of room sales and everything. There was a lot of interesting stuff in room sales, including a test shot HasLab Unicron. That same room
Really?
had, yes.
For sale or just to show it off?
No, for sale. For sale.
This room had a lot of test shots.
How much?
The HasLab Unicron was 10 grand.
Yeah, so Ed in our Discord, who never watches the live stream, so he won't know I'm shouting him out, was talking about that. Well, he made some reference to the 5-figure Unicron at the room sale. He also bought a test shot of Titan's Return Misfire in a really cool, like white and blue color scheme.
And they had multiples of Titan's Return in general, but also the deluxes. Some which had the sort of numbering and everything for when it was in, and some didn't have the numbering. His didn't have the head that went with it, so his was like less than $200, and then if it had the head and everything, it was like $300. It was, that room had a lot of cool stuff. Also a Titan Omega Supreme test shot. So yeah, that was a cool room. I'm
glad I wasn't there for that one, because it would have been hard to not leave with the Titan's Return test shot.
There were also some Fall of Cybertron deluxe Starscreams.
Oh yeah, there seemed to be a lot of those that got made at some point along the way, because Diecast actually got me one as a gift off of Taobao a few years back. Thanks again for that.
And if anybody didn't have enough Siege/Earthrise Megatrons, they also had a test shot of that.
Oh yeah, just what everybody needs. You remember what the colors were?
It was mostly in grays, but he had yellow underwear and boots.
That's boring and weird at the same time.
Yeah, not too many of them were as striking as like Ed's Titan's Return Deluxe.
Yeah,
and
they did have the Fall of Cybertron kickback that was in many, many colors, like literally whatever they had laying around. That
right.
So the next thing I picked up, which was on the Friday as we were going through room sales, was a Beast Wars second Apache.
Ooh.
Nice. I had B-Boom as a kid, so I think this is virtually the identical toy. It's just in a Japanese box. So glad to have that. I tried to pick up Beast Wars 2 at this point for anything that wasn't in like the CG show, just so that way it still checks off the box of like a character who appeared in animation. From that same room, I grabbed a loose but complete, I think this is LG02, the Ultra Class Optimus Primal with the Beast Wars 10th retooling. I prefer these colors over the 10th anniversary one, and this is technically my second one. My original, which I got off of like HLJ, had a bunch of paint QC issues. So it's taken a while to find one that was inexpensive and also looked better than mine. So I'll kind of do the cross compare, see which has the best bits, and then whichever's left over, chuck that to like eBay or something. So that was another good one. I think this is the last thing from that room. So a couple years ago, I managed to pick up a pretty inexpensive BotCon 2008 set. BotCon 08 was the first BotCon I was aware of. I never managed to make it out to any of the BotCons, but I've been slowly just getting everything from that year. They had both of the things that I'm missing, but one of them was far out of what I wanted to pay that early into the show. But managed to pick up Ricochet, so the 10D bonus figure.
Oh, from that's the Cybertron Crossrise mold, right?
Yes. With the retooling with the jazz head and all that.
Yeah.
2008 BotCon, right?
Yep. So I am just missing the blur, side swipe, and whichever one of the Predacon minicons they came with to round out my 08.
Where was that? Wasn't California, was it?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay. So I didn't make it to that one because that's right around when I got married. So I missed that BotCon. Yeah. So I did not get that set. I haven't gotten it since.
Curse you, Kim Kilby.
Yeah.
Keep having to reach over.
Hey, why? She didn't win a raffle.
So then moving.
Twice.
Yeah, I think I guess picked up Universe Reptilon. There was a loose one. I don't have. Oh wait, one of his little frills is missing. That's not good.
Oh
Where's that?
no.
Well, gotta look for that. I don't think I've ever had this mold before, and picking it up without the chrome that the TM2 release had. What was it, Iguanas?
Yeah.
Prefer that just so that way I don't have chrome flakes going everywhere.
So as far as I know, Transmetal 2 Iguanas actually has pretty stable chrome.
I'm pretty sure mine is rough. It might have just been handled improper. I mean, it's one of those toys that I don't give two flips about, so it's literally just buried under a pile of crap in a bin.
Yeah, just like
Thunderclash.
Pyro. Yeah,
Oh.
Thunderclash. Yeah,
My Pyro's in a sealed box.
I meant Thunderclash.
So Thunderclash, he's in a clear case, in a clear box. So the toy is currently okay, but I have to excavate the toy. So he might get destroyed as I remove other toys. So
yeah, I have a Magnaboss and a Tripredicus that are in basically the same situation.
Schrodinger's Magnaboss, yeah.
Yeah, and Tripredicus. Tripredicus, from what I understand, is also pretty fragile at this point. But yeah, moving to Saturday. So obviously everyone's doing the mad dash for exclusives, whether it be from Chosen Prime, ages 3 and up, all the places that have the third-party exclusives. But one of the things that I think people sleep on is that the Chosen Prime also tends to have a bunch of loose figures that are like vacuum formed to like also like a piece of cardboard, and then they'll tag them as to whether or not they're like incomplete or whatnot. And they're usually dirt cheap. I had missed sort of the initial sort of wave of people rummaging through them. So a lot of stuff was cleared out. So I'm looking through sort of like the scraps, and I notice, and I'll show it on the camera so that people on video and whatnot can see. So yeah, this is a Rescue Force, the red Leo's. I don't remember which
Rescue Force 2.
I don't remember which number he is, but yeah, it's the Leo Zach Redeco. $5. Which
he's worth $5.
I tried to steal it, but to no avail.
Yeah, no tail fins and like weapons or anything, but the stickers are good, and the paint on the cockpit is also pretty good. And for $5, I was like, I might as well take this because I wasn't sure if I'm still not really sure if this has been KO'd, but I was like, for $5, I can take a gamble.
So I have 3 of the 4 Rescue Force toys sealed, like within hand's reach, and it's not that one. So,
all right. What are some of the other things? One of the other things I saw on a peg, but then I left it, and I was like, okay, if it's still there, I'll come back later. This is one of the campaign Energon weapons that the various colorways that came out in Japan. Double checking. So this is the Overdrive Edition Energy Raiden. So this is the same like boomerang thing that came with Dive Bomb. I think that's.
Does it have a Battle Ravage tail in there?
No, it's just the boomerang and then the Energon Star.
Oh, the Energon Star. Okay, that's what looked like the mace end of the tail.
So this apparently was only available on May 27th, 2004. Gift with purchase of 2,000 yen at Gamers in Japan. That I'm reading this off the wiki, but that's also what it said on the outer bag this was in.
So that's like Energon Dive Bomb had the like really cool clear green weapon that looks like it's just like opaque olive drab.
Right, which is interesting because from what I understand, this is the only one of those, like at least the boomerang weapon that they did in opaque. The rest of them are clear, so that's a little.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What the heck was going on with that?
So this was on a peg for like $20, and I was like, okay, I'll come back later, and if this is there, I'll grab it because this is just weird to see, weird for it to be here.
So was it there later?
It was. That's how I have it.
I'm sorry, this is just how I am.
No, it's fine. I watched the show. I have a little bit of familiarity. This next one, I saw that one of these bagged for like $300 on, I think, Friday night, and I was like, that's too much money. And then found it for, I think I paid around $70. So BotCon, what is Kick Over?
2012. Yeah.
I know he has like various names depending if you look on the bag.
Like there was some kind of like clearances issue with whether it could be kickoff or kickover. I think officially it was sold as kick over. I have that too from actually being at the 2012 show. I love that exclusive so much. So that's I'm sorry, I'm talking all over you. You can go ahead and give the context for that.
Sure. So it's a retool of Reveal the Shield Jazz using the same tooling that they did. What did they call the one that was in the box set? Treadshot?
Yeah, so Treadshot actually has a different head than that one does.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So Treadshot has the alternate head that was originally designed with the Jazz mold, and this head is a FunPub original, and it's one of the scant few FunPub original head designs that did not get ruined in the translation from concept art to factory production.
See, that's why I thought this was the Treadshot, because I knew
Because it looks so nice.
Right. This looks like it would have been a pre-tooled head that has.
Yeah. No, like they did a really. I will give FunPub and their designers and everything credit whenever they deserve it. They deserve it for that toy because that turned out perfectly. I love that thing so much, and not just because it's on the Jazz mold. That's one of my favorite Transformers molds of all time.
It also has orange on it.
That too, but if I want that, I have the 2010 Wheelie.
GDO Wheelie.
Yeah.
So wrapping up my last two things. First is I only ever see a handful of Telemocha stuff at these events. So for people who don't know, Telemocha, that's the 10th anniversary line of Beast Wars that happened in Japan in 2007. And two of the figures that I almost never see are the large versions of Primal and Megatron, because most people either had the Toys R Us set from 06 or they imported the Beast Wars Reborn and then got upset that they just imported that same set straight and had it at Toys R Us. But I have the big Telemocha Megatron, which doesn't have the retooling, but I prefer that head and has a way more extensive deco.
Mm-hmm.
And to go with it, I got the Optimus Primal.
So Miguel posted pictures in our Discord about an hour ago, and like I caught sight of that, and there was about to ask, like, did you get the big Telemocha? And then figured, like, no, we'll just wait because he'll talk about this on the show. Like, that is really cool because you're right. You do not see the big versions of the Beast Wars leaders in the Telemocha packaging basically at all. The little one's super dead common. But like, yeah, like that's really, really cool. It's so neat. You got two different versions of one of the best early Beast Wars toys.
It dawned on me that it's like, oh, I have pretty much the best two versions of that Primal that you could ask for. And yeah, the Megatron's one of my favorites. So having the Primal, I believe it's never been removed from the packaging, but the tape is popped because unfortunately this is almost a 20-year-old toy.
Yeah.
Older than the mold was when this came out. Mind-boggling. And then the last thing, which was sort of my big get. So this was from Artfire's table, and to paint the picture. So a couple months ago, as one does, I have a eBay alert for lucky draw just to see what pops up.
Like one does, yes.
Yeah, as one does. So one day I see that I get a hit for it, and I'm like, okay, let me look, because sometimes it shows up like third-party stuff or just these oddball things. But then I see a lucky draw that I'm like, oh, I'd actually be interested in that, and that's around a price I'd be willing to pay. I scroll and see that it's Artfire that listed it. So I'm like, oh, okay, it might be cheaper on the website. So in the time it takes me to go from the app to the website, it says sold out on the site. And I'm like, well, that can't be right. So I refresh the app and it's sold out. Some absolute jerk bought it out from under me in the time it took me to go from one to the other, which I was kicking myself.
Is an absolute jerk here with us tonight?
I have it on good authority that he is. So I'm walk up to the Artfire table because I know there's another lucky draw that's present that I do want to just at least check out. So I go and I'm looking at what is the lucky draw Brave Maximus that, for those that don't know, Brave Max, the Fort Max toy and mold and everything that was released in Car Robots, there's an earlier lucky draw edition that comes with all of the accessories that the regular release doesn't.
You didn't buy that, did you?
No,
grommet.
I didn't buy.
It's $9,500 if I remember right.
Chuck tried to push it on me, but I was
as
like,
one does.
Yeah. So it comes with the 2 guns and the cog redeco Godep that the normal one doesn't come with. But on top of it is this tiny little bag. And Chuck's like, well, if you buy the big one, I'll give you what's in the bag for free. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. So I start walking away. And in my head, I'm like, wait, no, you've already missed out on this lucky draw once. It's a lucky draw you want. It's here. You could buy it. So I am now the proud owner of the lucky draw Godfire Sword or Matrix Blade that goes with Brave Maximus. The interesting thing about this versus the version that comes in the Godfire Convoy like clear set is that this has the hilt that the Fort Max mold can actually hold. So, yeah, this was a nice one to have.
Awesome.
Yeah, no,
Right.
that's really cool. Like,
That is.
yeah, the distinction that the box set cannot be used by Brave Maximus because it doesn't have the adapter piece. Like, that's really important to understand why this lucky draw Matrix Blade is actually like a specific special thing that you would need to get.
And the Encore does come with the hilt and everything. So if anyone has the disaster of the Encore,
Well, at least that one part worked out.
that yeah, and everything, you can't use these colors with the Encore because the colors are different. From what I understand, these do match like G1 Fort Maxes, or at least the Japanese ones. So if like you manage to find a G1 Fort Max hilt, you can use it with the Toys R Us gift set as long as you haven't put the long pole attachment on.
Right.
And I think there are some slight color differences between the blue plastic on this and like the version in the 2-pack, the original one. But yeah, no, super happy to have that. I'll post it in the Discord, tfradio.net/Discord. The picture I took of my Brave Max holding the sword.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So so my Brave Max is holding the sword right now, and I did not buy it through eBay. It was through the site. So I'm sorry about that.
It didn't matter eBay or the site. Because what I'm just glad is that they have it synced enough to where like if someone buys it on the one, it'll just disappear.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But because I was telling that story of like, oh yeah, someone bought it out from under me, and then Matt was the one who was like, oh, I think that was Brian, and I'm like, what?
That's amazing.
But yeah, that's pretty much the extent of what I picked up. I picked up way more than I really should have, but
yeah, we had like a few of our regulars were posting haul pictures all weekend in the Discord, and it's just like all of you have bought way more than you should.
Oh yeah.
No, it was a lot of fun to kind of spectate at the end of every day, like the increasingly size of piles everybody was reporting.
It was a much better dealer room this year than it was last year.
It sure looks it.
I walked in. Was it last year that I went? Yeah.
Year before.
Okay.
Last year was Baltimore.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, walked in, went to Transformer Land's table, and walked out after 15 minutes, and that was all I did at TFcon. Cool. Matt, you want to go next?
Sure. So I'll start off with I stopped by Eric Siebenaller's table, and he had some lovely prints. I went ahead and picked up the animated up version of Galvatron.
Oh, that's neat. So did he adapt the Titan's Return third mode for that? Like it looks like he's got a spaceship
Kind of
mode.
looks like it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a spaceship mode.
I think
Damn, that's nice.
I think on his Instagram he did say that was the inspiration.
Oh man, I would have got one of those prints if I'd been there. That's really cool.
Yeah. So I wasn't going to buy anything until Sunday. So I bought Brian's stuff on Saturday and I was kind of waiting to see how the Artfire raffle went before I spent any money on anything. But we hit room sale Saturday evening and it did break me a little bit. So I found a lovely G2 carded Accelerator Turbofire.
Nice.
Nice.
Jealous.
One of my favorites.
Yes. And the same people also had carded G2 Rapido to go along with him.
Ooh.
Which was one that I've been looking for. These are the American versions, not the Euro ones, because they do not have the hot pink windshields, but they're still nice. The cards are in really, really good shape too. So I don't have a whole lot. I only actually have two more things. But these both came from Artfire after I won nothing at the raffle. They took all my money anyway. So Diecast got 6-liner. He showed that off earlier. I already had 6-liner, so I got 6 train.
Oh, as you do.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, yours came with a box too.
So did Diecast.
Oh, okay. He just took his out.
Um,
That's a nice looking box too. That looks like it's in good shape.
yeah.
Wait. Diecast got it boxed for $100.
No, I didn't get a box.
Oh, you didn't? What am I thinking of? Anyway, but yeah, I got it boxed.
No, Matt and I actually we a couple things
my
we
6-liners boxed
were exactly the same. Like we were both eyeing that train set, and I was like, well, I don't want to pay for the price in the box, even though I was like tempted. And so I was like, you should get that to go with your 6-liner.
It didn't take much convincing, really. Like
Evidently.
it was on my mind all day Saturday into Sunday. So the box is a little bit rough, as you know, it is being 40-year-old box that's been all over the place between here and Japan.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. He will look good with 6-liner, and there's a theme with stuff I bought from Artfire. It is G1 Raiden
Oh my
What?
gosh.
complete.
What?
Nice.
in the
Oh my
box.
God!
That
box-
looks good.
I mean, it's
The
it,
flap
it
looked a
depends
little
on
bit
what angle.
distressed.
Yeah, it look,
Oh,
depends
Matt.
on what angle you look at it. But he is complete. I took it out to make sure everything is in there. It does have stickers pre-applied. Some of them I'm sure are missing. But yeah, this is what I was holding out. There was one in the raffle. I was hoping to win it, but I knew one way or the other I was leaving the show with one.
Was it?
He had several. He had
He
a
had
couple
several.
loose, a couple boxed. I took the nicer box of the two.
Oh, good.
Was it 3 figures or 4? It's 6 figures,
3.
Brian.
Or well, we can discuss pricing later.
Okay.
Miguel?
No, just to go back to the one in the raffle, the one in the raffle was actually won by a kid who won 2 separate of the prizes. First thing he won was a Star Saber, and initially, when he was going up, they thought his father had won, and he's like, no, the kid went into the raffle, and then when they raffled off the Raiden, the little kid won again. So it was like everyone was cheering. It was so
That's
cool to see.
incredible.
Yes. But I mean, they also had the version 2 Diaclone colors there. That was a $6,000 set.
So that's a loose set. He has it in styro. It did not come boxed. That's a nice set.
And Kine is composed of clear orange plastic.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The centerpiece of a combiner.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And he had a Diaclone train robo too. That was complete except for one missing panel on one of them. I didn't take it out. He had it out like just in the styro. I didn't mess with the trains to see what panel was missing. That was cheaper than the Transformers one that I bought. Man. That was a 3-figure one, and it was so tempting. But I was like, I will never find that one panel.
Yeah. So my Raiden is loose and incomplete. He only has the combiner bits and doesn't have the gun. So I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. That's awesome.
Yes. And that cost me more money than I should have spent altogether. So that was all I bought this week.
Okay, sweet. Cool.
Fair enough.
Diecast, you haven't get anything that you didn't mention?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I got first I'll start off with the little stuff that I had. This was just what I packed in my carry-on. I got a Gigawatt stand, and apparently you can actually hang this on the wall and use one of the posts and just have Gigawatt like flying.
So that's like the clock tower from
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the clock tower and then just some posts. So you could either put it on a table or something, or you can hang it on the wall. Either way.
Yeah, Alpha Magnus was making those.
I'm glad you explained what it is because I have one and I had no clue what it was.
That same room sale that Matt got those two figures. I was actually looking at, well, not the one. I didn't see he saw the one, but the Rapido. I think I noticed it first and I was like looking at it, and then Matt was looking at it. I'm glad he got it. I actually got two G2 GoBots. And I got Ironhide, which is a silver truck on card, and the cards are actually pretty nice. That's the first time you've actually seen Ironhide as a normal truck. So that was like live action movie inspiration right there. And then I also got
Sadly, that room did not have the other two accelerators, or I would have left with them as well. But
right.
no,
I got a
windbreaker or
double
scram.
clutch, which he is a F1, kind of like Mirage. So he's pretty cool. So I had to pick him up. And everything else I'm gonna go off photo. I picked up a Fans Toys Outrider for like $90 as a second one because I really like
Which
that
was
mold.
Third-party
Trailbreaker.
Trailbreaker, right?
Trailbreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the exclusive Helmsman. That's the one the Fans Hobby Overlord. So repaint. So I got
the Skyquake.
Yeah, the Skyquake. I got Monolith, just like everyone else. So I will complete that combiner. I got the X Transbots Ballistic, which is their Misfire. Is that
Yes.
done? Yeah. So I haven't opened that up yet.
Now there's two versions. There's the youth version, which has the pink face, which is supposedly the toy version, and then you've got the other version, which is like from animation from Rebirth.
Yeah, I got the
which
animation.
is why I got that, obviously.
Yeah. I got Ocular Max Stray, which I believe is
Drift.
their Drift, but I got the Japanese or Asian only version that they had there. They were selling at the show. Had a lower spoiler on it and stuff like that. So I always like Ocular Max's toys, and that Drift just looks so good. I also got their Ocular Max's Ram Horn. So, and then I got a Blokees Megatronus, which is their classic class that came out. I also ordered some things. The only box set I couldn't find of Blokees was the original box set of the Defenders version, the really small ones, because they're sold out on AliExpress, and it would have been like $60 plus shipping for one that I saw on AliExpress. So I actually went up, didn't even realize I was at the has been table, which is Rick Alvarez's table. So I got he actually had those boxes in stock, so I got a box from him. Trying to see. I also got that Calvin Johnson Megatron, which is absolutely amazing. I got the Metal Hawk Voyager figure with the better colors, the evolution colors. That's the one I got in the Asian packaging for $18 for a Voyager, which is, I think is pretty good. I got the obligatory DK2 guard because I always get a black Ironhide figure at every convention, I think. So that was just like here.
You're gonna start running out.
Yeah. Yeah. I did see a couple of them there. So as long as they're at future shows, there's still more to buy.
Well, does it have to be a black G1 Ironhide? Because there's a ton of movie Ironhide
That's true.
you can get in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to count the movie. And then I also got the Blokees Devastator combination kit. So I have that ready to go. And of course, the 6-liner, which this is the next figure I want them to do. What's that line with the RCs?
Missing link.
The missing link. Yes, this needs to be a missing link because
I feel like that's pretty far down the list, but I mean, you're right. That's something they could easily update into a posable thing.
yeah. And I really like this combiner, and like I'm not one to buy open G1 toys, but this is something that, obviously we didn't get in the States, and the price seemed reasonable for a 40-year-old figure. So I got that Ironhide. I got a couple prints. I got a print from Eric and yeah, how do you say his last name?
Stevenaller?
Stevenaller. Yeah, sorry. I'm bad with names. He had a Megatron that was really nice that I picked up from him on the print. And I think that was everything.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Don, what'd you get?
Nothing very interesting compared to those. I did get back a couple of months ago. Target ran buy one, get one half off their books. So I got Compendium 1 of the Transformers, and now my second one has come in. So I now have that. And of course, I opened it up, dropped it, increased the front cover before I can even get a chance to read it.
Oops.
So yeah, there's
be worse.
that.
Wait, what was wrong with
worse? I imagine that if that thing ever gets wet, it's just a sculpture.
Yeah,
Don.
Don, what happened to yours?
I dropped it and I got a crease along the fronts. I can try to sort of maybe bend it back a little bit.
So the first page on mine, which came this week, and this is something I was going to talk about, the whole page was almost torn out. I had to tape it. Considering the general quality of the newsprint, like I'm not super worried about it. This has no collectible value.
Oh no.
And it's literally just the cover to issue. The backside of it's literally just the cover to issue 50, which is iconic, I gotta say. But I'm okay with it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's good to finally have all of G1, all of the G2 series. So yeah, it's just nice having all that complete. It'd be nice to be able to sit down, maybe go on vacation again, and just sit down, take them with me, and read them again from start to finish.
Yeah, just don't take it on the cruise ship because the humidity will kill it.
Yeah. The only thing I got on topic was I ordered this a couple weeks ago from Mattel Collectors because I thought it was an exclusive. It wound up not being exclusive to them, but I got Starscream Armor Scareglow from the Masters of the Universe Transformers crossover, which I thought was really cool because the two characters make like a lot more sense than Bumblebee and Man-at-Arms. And Starscream's wings and blasters can also be used as battle axes, which I thought was kind of cool. Plus, you've got the crown.
But do they go in the dark?
Yes. Well, I'm not sure.
Damn.
I'm not sure.
There is glow in the dark element. I don't know what they are.
It says it on the box.
I've been letting it sit in here to charge, but I haven't turned them off the lights to see. But yeah, that looks. I know a lot of people are taking these things to task, but for the crossovers, but that just works out so good, and having the wings and blasters as battle axes just kind of really works for me. So there's that. But that's I do have two more things. I'm sorry. At the show, the dealer across me was selling some extra Blokees, I should say. So I picked up Grapple for $5. Looks pretty good. And they also had what I had to look it up to find out. It's a chase variant. It's the metallic Dinobot, Grimlock Dinobot mode, with the brain thing from
Grimlock's
new brain, yes, and the fire everything. $5, and this chase figure is going for $29 to $49 on eBay.
So you're gonna flip it and make your money back?
I'm thinking about it, yeah, but I haven't.
I understand.
I haven't decided yet. I mean, I got $5 in it. You know, that'll pay for some other stuff, but it's not. I may keep it. It's a nice little figure. So
it is.
I mean, if I don't have to take a chance on buying a blind box and putting them together, and I get them with their stands for $5, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But now that is all I got on topic this week.
Rob?
Just one thing. Amazon had Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Wheeljack for slightly cheaper than retail. I'd been waiting for that, so I grabbed it. Makes a nice little Volkswagen bus, and
Very little.
Yeah, very little. It's sitting on my keyboard tray next to Sea Spray, and Sea Spray being enormous and Wheeljack being tiny is just kind of screwing me up here. It's just not right.
It's really not.
Like, yeah, Sea Spray. Sea Spray is definitely wider than Wheeljack, and I'm pretty sure he's also longer. But also just, yeah, it is definitely the kind of transformation I am really not into anymore. It is very panely and precise, but it looks really good in both molds. I can't fault that. But yeah, decent little figure. Glad to have it, and that's all for me on topic.
Nothing
Cool.
to talk about this week.
Very cool. Okay. So I got a couple things. Like I said, I mentioned got the same book that Don got, and also the Scareglow. From Don, I actually got a G1 Swoop box, and I think it's actually in better shape than Don gave it credit for. There's some couple tears. Like, they're not really in very conspicuous spots. I can fix them. I also got a... Go ahead.
Oh, that's my original Swoop box.
Not from your childhood?
Yeah.
What?
Well, childhood.
I was in my mid-teens at the time, but
wow.
yeah.
Wow, I'm honored. So I also got a repro bubble for it. So
yeah, because I mean it'll be a lot better home for you than sitting in a box for me.
Oh, thank you, Don. Yeah, so that's I think I've got all the I think I've got a boxed version of every G1 Dinobot now. I think so. At Ollie's, I'm pretty sure I already have this, but if I do, it'll go into Toys for Tots, tfradio.net/elf. If you want to donate by sending something my way, I get no referral fees on it. But you should drop something off in a toy box yourself. But I got from Ollie's the Core Class Ironhide. I think I already have it, but if I do, I can't find it. Let's see here. What else did I get? Anything else? Oh yeah. So no, that's off topic. Ordered a couple things off Mandarake. I did have to pay like $20 on this. It is. I just click and buy. I don't look closely to see if it's sealed or not, and I kind of thought it was sealed when I bought it. It's not a bad price. I actually don't have one. I've got the BotCon repaint, but I don't have the original. It's Viacon Jetstorm. It's
nice.
Yeah, he's really nice, actually. The chrome's in really great shape. It's just that he's been put back in the box in a not really fantastic way.
Yeah, that's surprising that the chrome's intact.
Yeah. I'm just going to go and order like what's easiest to get. Also from Mandarake. This is, I already have one. I thought I had another one, but I can't find it. But the bubble on the one that I have is yellowed, so that one is going to be the one that's displayed in toy version. It is Beast Wars 2nd, God Neptune. So got another God Neptune set. This one looks a lot better. It's a much better display piece.
Yours is in better shape than mine too. Mine's all yellowed.
But you got Raiden, so.
Brian's gonna be writing you about that for a long while.
Raiden, yep. Okay, so with a Kmart tag for $5, just remind yourself that Beast Wars basics were $5. It's sealed. Got it from everything else I got from my dealer friend, Predacon drill bit.
So that's one of the Mandarake things, or is that your collector friend thing?
Collector friend, dealer friend. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say that's amazing.
Yeah.
Brian, did I mention that my Raiden even has the instructions?
Damn it.
Good.
Yeah. Also from the dealer friend, I'm pretty sure I already have one of these, but the bubble's really clean on it, and the card's really nice too. It's sealed. Transmetal Cheetor.
Okay.
Oh, also sealed. There's a little bit of fading on the side of the box, but I don't think I even I don't think I have a loose one, of course, but I don't have a boxed one. I don't think. It's Robots in Disguise 2001 Scourge.
Ooh, pretty.
Let's see what else. Okay. So I'm just going to sealed with a Walmart clearance sticker for $6. It's Beast Wars Depth Charge.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dollars. Wow.
$6.
They charge 100 for that these days.
I think when I bought Depth Charge at a Target in like 2000, it was also on clearance for not $6, but I think I got it for like $13.
Yeah. This one I have a couple boxed ones, I guess. The Micron Legends repaint, but this is the only the only boxed version of the American version that I have of this, and it's sealed. Tidal Wave.
Nice.
From Armada. Okay, this is going to be big. I forgot this one existed. I actually had a conversation with Triplet about this, and looking it up. Like, he and I had a conversation about this when it came out, and I told him to wait on the first release of this because the second release had something extra. Completely forgot about it until he mentioned it. But when I saw this in like the photos from my dealer friend, I thought it might have been the Japanese version, which is the same apparently as the American version, except it has a sticker. It says USA Edition. But this is the second release, and it is sealed. Cybertron Primus with the little Unicron head.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Nice.
I bought the original that did not
Nice.
have the Unicron head, so. I'm going to go with the things that I knew. I got 3 things at the toy convention that Dawn was at. 2 of them I've seen before in photos. The other I didn't know it existed. So I'm going to go with the things, even though the things I got that I knew existed, I think are cooler. I'm going to go with the one that I knew existed first. And this was from a guy who lived 10 minutes from me, apparently, before I moved. We know I collect basically everything G1, but the Estrella mini bots are something that I'm very fond of, and I don't have many of. And I did not expect to see any Estrella mini bots when I was at this little podunk convention in, a small town in North Carolina. And I actually didn't see any. Instead, what I saw were store displays from Brazil.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, of
Whoa.
the Estrella mini bots. So I got 2 of those. They are in perfect condition.
How the heck?
I know. I say they're in perfect condition. So they have the hooks as well. Oh, it's gonna fall. So the hooks that the hooks came with it as well. They are actually embedded in the display by this little plastic piece that pops in. Between the 2 different displays, there are 5 of them. 4 of them are perfect. 1 of them is broken. I will not be putting the hooks into the display because they will break. It will destroy.
Yeah.
It'll destroy them. But it came with the hooks. So the guy I bought it from said that he had bought it off a guy from Brazil. He had actually had a bunch of G.I. Joe displays as well, and a Mad Balls display. Had no idea that they had actually released those there. But yeah, so was super excited to see those. Those are going on the wall this weekend.
And then you need to start collecting the toys to put in front of them.
Well, I already collect them. I only have like a handful of them, though, a small handful. Like I need to work
Find
on
the
that.
rest.
Yeah, I need to find the rest. But in the same vein, he also had something I'd never seen before. I don't know how I'm going to display this. It'll probably have to find like a custom frame for it. But it is it's huge too, relatively huge. It is a ginormous flag of Gears.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's in Australia. I guess I don't know if I'm assuming it's another store display, but it's a flag. I guess it's possible that it was something that was sold to customers, but based on the size of it, I don't think it was. So like,
Probably like a banner put up over the Transformers section somewhere for a promotion.
yeah. So no idea this thing existed. Never seen it before. Haven't seen photos of it before. Yeah. So I'm gonna figure out how to display it, but it's really sweet. I'm really happy to have it. And that's what I got this week.
What the actual hell?
I know, right?
How? How did you do that? You didn't even go to TFcon.
I know. Yeah, I know. Was not expecting it. Okay, let's jump to the off-topic portion, the ham sandwich portion of what we got this week. I'm going to go first. Just go in reverse order.
Is there even any point now? How can you top that?
I'm not. But I will say I'm pretty happy with what I got. It was all Alf, except for one thing. So I got an Alf mug that I'm not going to drink from, but I will look for a nicer version of it that I might actually drink from, because
I had that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I had vague memories when I saw that of just the designs on both sides, gradually washing off over the years.
Oh, right.
Until it was just a plain white mug.
Yeah, so I actually have a couple sets of the Burger King Alf puppets that came out. But what I didn't have the records that went along with them. But now I do. So I have one of each of the 4 records that go with that. I can't find them, but I've seen these online since learning about them. The guy also had a couple little Alf little what do you call them? Desk tents, basically little triangular shaped sheets of little, like a little display that goes on your desk that just says something. Had a couple Alf witticisms on them. They're all crumbly and everything, so I don't think I'll put them on my desk, but if they break, they'll break. The last Alf thing that I got, and this is when my buddy Mark was like, you should probably put that money in your kid's college fund. He's right. Thought I paid too much for it, but apparently I got a really good deal on it. It works. I'm never going to use it. And honestly, with any of these Alf toys that are soft and furry, I kind of cringe a little bit when I touch them. But this is the working Alf touch tone phone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's called the Alf phone. So, pretty happy with that.
If only you had a landline.
Well, in the 2 houses ago, I had a landline. You remember, because we after the show we would take calls, and it was mostly just Sean calling in. Last thing I got was, I'm trying to remember where I even got this. I was at Walmart. And I was walking through the looking for G.I. Joes, and I saw the Masters of the Universe section. They actually had the Thundercats Lion-O, so I got that. Cool. So, Chris, what'd you get?
Nothing.
Cool. Rob, what'd you get?
I got a few things. First off, I wound up just doing. I've been kind of trawling Amazon for markdown stuff just to see what's around, and I happened on Spin Master makes some interesting Batman stuff. Currently, apparently there's a cartoon called Batman Metal Force, something like that I've never heard of or seen, and there's a toy line for it. And I got the Joker and the Joker's suit of power armor, which is, silly enough as it is, but it is a 1/18 scale Joker figure, the same one that Spin Masters put out on their own. Articulation on those is pretty nice. There's no, cloth parts, so nothing to be feeling kind of cheap. The power armor itself, actually kind of nice as these go. It's got a pressure disc launcher on one side, a pressure missile rocket punch on the other. It just has a nice little bubble dome that flips up separate to like the whole front flipping up as is custom for getting figures in and out of these. And yeah, for a just straight up 1/18 scale Joker figure and this goofy power armor that is actually kind of cool. After the coupon on Amazon, it was $5.
Oh, that's awesome.
So 2 more of those showed up to go to Toys for Tots.
Nice.
Also grabbed myself the Batman, which is basically very very chunky, like big chrome chest. It's and on the armor that is not the figure. It's a nice set. The Batman, I didn't have a comic Batman in that scale yet, so yeah, it's a nice figure. That one was a little bit more, but still like significantly, it was not as much as you'd pay for the figure by itself anywhere else. Similarly on sale, but not as on sale, like in the end, like not as good, sadly. I got one of the Epic World of Action Star Wars Power Armor sets. This one I got the Dark Trooper from The Mandalorian. Slightly custom deco, some like red tampo on the chest. It's bulkier than the Batman ones. It is, but it doesn't have as much paint. It doesn't have as many features, and the whole front flips up. There's no like separate, helmet hatch. There's no separate hatches for the legs. Like, I almost want to compare the Joker one to Exo Squad figures.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
High praise.
Yeah, like that. Not quite that caliber, but way closer than the Hasbro one. It's like, and the articulation on the Joker figure is better too. So it's just like, I don't know why, like the theme of stuff I've been getting lately has been, people, other toy companies eat Hasbro's lunch at what is supposed to be their core competency, but that's where we're at, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Because even at retail price, the Joker set, it's admittedly not as bulky as the Dark Trooper, but it was $5 cheaper for not that significantly smaller. I will say the Dark Trooper does come with a nice 5mm compatible like blaster for the power armor that is nice and chunky. If you happen to need such a weapon in red. But yeah, got those. Got a couple more of the accessory packs for the 30-minute fantasy model kit line. A weapons rack and like just the generic fire set, which comes with a bonfire, a torch, and a lantern. And it's actually just a cool little set of model accessories to go with the fantasy figures. So I'm happy with that. And lastly, I got the G-Quux 1/144 scale Gaia and Ortega Rickdom from G-Quux. The Rick Dom redesign for that is really cool since the Dom is designed to either work in space or hover on the ground. Basically, it's the thruster package that is on the rear skirt on the original design is a third leg that folds down for it to hover. And yeah, really happy I got that. I've been looking forward to it. Managed to break a piece off already.
Oops.
Luckily, it's only one of the heat saber racks, and it's like, okay, so yeah, it's UC Prime accurate. It has one heat saber instead of two. I'll live with that.
Ah.
But yeah, that is all I've got for this week.
Cool. Donald.
Yeah, a couple of things. Nothing super wonderful. I got at the show the new version of Roboto from Masterverse. This is the one where he's taken over by Skeletor. So it's one I hadn't seen. So I've got the good version and the bad version. So thank you, Mr. Robot, for that. One thing I did pick up was literally a last minute. Everybody was packing up. I got Origin Snout Spout.
Oh, cool.
I don't know why, but I've always thought this was just so incredibly weird and goofy in a line.
Yeah, I have no idea why you would think that.
That's from a line that's incredibly weird and goofy because it's an elephant with a fire axe and he puts out fires. I don't know why. It's one of them things that's like that has got to go on my no theme shelf because the theme is there's no theme, but it's cool. So I got that. Another thing I got was from Walmart. I got the Ghost Viper with the Energy Beast, which
You're
is
selling that, aren't you?
no, this is mine.
Okay.
This is mine. Uh, I really would like some fiction behind this to see where this came from because I love the concept, so that's very interesting. And on a related note, one of the sellers at the show had these, and it's a 3D printed G.I. Joe display stand with the Joe Starburst. He gave this to me because I want to put his information up on Twitter tonight or tomorrow. He was selling these for $5 a piece, but he gave me one because I was just so impressed with the quality, the lack of that third party feel that you get for this stuff that's self printed, and it's just going to look great. And he said that if you do bulk orders, it would be, less per thing. And he also does smaller classified stands that has the Joe logo inside of a small little stand, and he has a Cobra logo as well in color. And they just look great. They worked well with the classifieds he had on display. So I may look into getting some of these once my display's closer to being needing more stands versus the little cheap black ones that I have. But I thought that was nice of him to give me that, and I think it looks just really great, and it'll be nice to have I think having too many on there would be like visually overkill with that Starburst, but I think having a couple on there would be really interesting to make a few of your figures shine. So I appreciate him giving me that one. But that's all I got off topic.
Matt,
Nothing off topic. Raiden took all my money.
diecast.
I just got that weird green wolf GI Joe set that Don just got. That's it for me. I spent a lot of money on alcohol at TFcon.
So no free alcohol.
No free alcohol. We went to 7-Eleven. Thank God. Miguel showed us how to get to
See,
7-Eleven.
I got a couple free drinks. You need to be more personable.
Wait, no, I thought you did get a free drink at that one room sale that was mixing drinks for people.
Oh yeah, that is right. Yeah, Insane Galvatron gave me a free drink.
Oh, sweet. He's a good
which
guy.
was cool. Yeah.
He gave me a bottle of ski once. I remember that.
Oh, I should go get a bottle of ski.
Hey, next time you're over, I'll give you a bottle of ski.
There's a store in town I can get glass bottle of ski anytime, but I mean, yeah, I will definitely take you up on that if I get out your way again.
Actually, it might have been Ale 8. He might have done both. I think he gave me a bottle of Ale 8 and ski, if I remember right.
I think I can find Ale 8 too.
Yeah, it's just Ale 8, not Ale 8-2. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was expecting that as the follow up.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Miguel, did you get anything?
Picked up Pokemon Legends ZA recently, so I've been playing through that. When I don't obsess over collecting plastic robots and spending money, I obsess over wasting time collecting virtual monsters.
So Miguel, did you play Legends Arceus when it came out?
Yes, I did.
How do you think ZA holds up against Arceus?
I think personally I prefer Arceus's sort of like overall style. And I enjoy the capture mechanics. This one's very much focusing on battling, and although the battle system that they have here is vastly different from the usual like turn-based Pokemon thing. Mm-hmm. So it's different. It maybe feels a little more half-baked than Arceus felt very like a complete thought, where this feels like things could have been polished a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So definitely I wouldn't go out of my way to get a Switch 2 to get this game, especially since like there is a Switch 1 version.
Which I hear runs just fine on the old hardware.
Right. My spouse is playing that one, and it can stutter a little bit, but it still runs pretty fine.
Yeah. Your findings with that basically mirror my own thoughts on the comparison between the two Legends titles. Like, Legends Arceus is quite possibly my favorite Pokemon game ever for being so different and being so competent at being as different as it was. This one, it's not a bad game by any stretch, but this feels a lot more like, okay, we're experimenting with what can we change up in the next mainline game more than it trying to be like its own thing like Arceus was.
The other thing I appreciate is that since this game, I'm one of those sick in the head individuals who has a living dex.
I'm like halfway through my living decks in ZA right now.
Well, no, I have a living dex in home of like everything.
Well, yeah, you are sicker in the head than I am. But I've done like local living dexes a couple times.
To the point also where I tried to do it where every Pokemon for the most part comes from the original game it came from. It was a chore, but this game, I think there might be one thing I have to add, so I'm good. Excuse me, my cat is trying to destroy my collection.
Uh-oh.
Well, because cat.
This is the nature of cat.
Yes.
Okay, we're good. But yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Cool.
We'd like to thank our patrons.
Is that it? Okay. I want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/TFradio. Patrons of Radio Free Cybertron get the show a day early. You get it ad-free at a higher bit rate with a complete What We Got This Week segment, including non-Transformers content, and there's a lot of ALF content this week. You get the weekly Patreon exclusive pre-show podcast and unedited episodes of RFC exclusive to patrons if I have heavy edits on the show, as long as the edits don't make me liable for lawsuits. I will
Yeah,
still,
that kind of makes a difference.
I'll still remove that.
Yeah.
Brian's a little gun shy.
I am all hey,
Hey, if you've been sued once, you don't want to let it happen again.
I have been sued once. I don't. It was not fun.
Once is plenty.
Yeah, once is plenty. You get a fancy color on Discord, red for touch, purple for all other patrons. You get There Goes My Money a week early. Patrons at the touch tier get to be on There Goes My Money. And touch patrons are also mentioned on the show each week and listed at tfradio.net/credits. I'm going to do that now. Our first patron, Kevin Dorsey. We love you, Kevin. We love all our patrons. But Kevin, you need to eat a nice turkey sandwich at Wawa in my honor. So, Sent the Proto, Mollusk Koenig, Daniel Scott, Nathan's Fast Talk Food Reviews, happy birthday again. Trickster, Here's Why It's Cool, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Sean Hamilton, Sean Bratton, Crazy Word, Eric EPY, Eric Crownover, Eric Warren, and Matt Peterson. Thank you all so much. And again, if you want to join these fine folks, go to patreon.com/TFradio. Hey, Miguel, how do people get a hold of you?
You can find me on Blue Sky at logosminor.bsky.social. That's pretty much where I'm at, even though I don't really post
Not
too
podcasting
much
anymore?
No, Steel City Bots.
You all
Unfortunately,
aged out of it?
no. I don't know. Depressed people can't really record a podcast.
Oh,
Sure you
tell me
can.
about
I do
it.
it all the time.
I mean,
Why do you think I wasn't here last week?
I don't know, because producing that show was between Eric and I, and we both. I mean, Eric can tell you we've created various podcasts that have never seen the light of day. There was an RID 2001 rewatch that we recorded a couple episodes for that was going to lead into like the release of the HasLab. Never happened. Probably for the best because of what happened with the HasLab. But
Up
Cool.
there in podcast heaven with the Saban's Masked Rider.
Oh
Cool.
man, I still regret that.
Cool. Well, you can find Miguel there on Blue Sky. You can find me on Blue Sky at kilby.bsky.social. You can find us at tfradio.net. All of our stuff is there. John DeLuna not here. He is at that John D everywhere except for eBay where he's Cloudburst. Rob Springer not here. He is at Robo Rob Springer on Twitter and at zonebase.bsky.social and at zonebase.org. Diecast, how do people get a hold of you?
I think you can hold me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Diecast2. You can like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast. You can see all my reviews at tfradio.net/reviews or youtube.com/RFC reviews.
Besides Artfire's table, Matt, where can people get a hold of you?
At
The poorhouse.
Yeah. Melvar.bsky.social.
Cool.
3 L's, 2 R's.
3 L's, 2 R's. Don, how do people get a hold of you?
I can be on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EVR. I can be on Blue Sky at HMRC, the number 4 EVR.bluesky.social. I also have an Amazon wish list with some things on there for myself, my wife, and for Hank. tfradio.net/.list.
Cheat sheet. Don List, Cheat Sheet. It goes to the same place. Chris?
Well, my Amazon wish list is at tfradio.net/ChrisList. There's nothing on there for Don, his wife, or his cat. My website is at playwithphotography.com, and if you want to find me personally, I'm in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord.
Cool. Rob?
I am on Blue Sky at robflails.bsky.social. I'm on YouTube at youtube.com/@flailthroughs. Still covering Gundam Battle Operation 2. This week we are getting another goofy Advance of Zeta mobile suit, the Woundwort Ra 2, I think it is. I'm excited. And if you like what I'm doing over there, patreon.com/flailthroughs. You can support the channel, make requests, etc. And my Amazon wish list is at tfradio.net/roblist. Claylist.
Playlist, yeah.
There is no Rob list.
There is
No.
It is only the Claylist.
I can make it work. Let me go and fix that. Don't let me forget to do that.
We will.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Miguel, thanks for being here. Matt, thanks for telling me that Miguel was going to be here. So thank you both.
Good team effort, guys.
Good effort. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you all for being here. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
You obeyed well, Brian. Yeah.
All right, we ran long. I have to run.
Okay, I'm hitting stop.
Good night, Diecast.
Good night,
Night.
Diecast.
Recording
Take
stopped.
care, Diecast.
People watching live and killing the streams because it's late. By Twitch.
Well, we only went 2 hours.
I know. By YouTube.
Yeah, it's pretty much consistent with my expectations.